Hello everybody! So as you can see, I have the same hair and makeup as probably another video. I don't know if it's coming out before or after this. We'll see how that goes. I'm wearing a different shirt, but I have the same head. That's because I'm filming it on the same day. I'm just gonna keep trucking because I have a limited amount of time, so I'm just gonna keep going. So today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I've read throughout 2017. 2017 has been a really bad year for reading, and what is that sound? Anyway, 2017 has not been the greatest year book-wise. I haven't really read that much. I have all of my books all the books that I can remember reading in 2017. I might be missing a couple, I can't remember exactly, but I have them all in this Harry Potter bag that I got. So in no particular order, as I said. The first one is Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, and this book is small, so it didn't take very long to read, and I have a review up about it. It's been nominated for and won many awards, and it was really, really good. I can hear my dog. Hopefully she'll just lie down and leave me alone. But this book, I wrote a review about it on my blog, and I will link that down below. It's about a girl who is going into her first year of high school as an outcast. There was a party that happened before the school year started, and she called the cops on it and broke it up. Obviously, the people who attended the party are very angry at her for it, and so all of her friends have abandoned her, and she's basically alone. Next is The Last Ballad by Wiley Cash. I really enjoyed this book. It's kind of a historical fiction book about a woman named Ella Mae Wiggins, who was a real person. She worked at a mill back in the 20s where there was a big strike. It basically tells her story. And I was actually able to go to one of the releases here in my hometown and did a talk and a signing and all that. And I was able to hear him talk about it. And he worked on it for, I think, 5 years, he said. So it's really cool. So it was a long time coming. And it is a really, really good novel. I really enjoyed reading it. The next one, which I don't actually think I've finished, is Lying About Last Summer by Sue Wallaman. I don't think I finished this. I don't remember finishing it. I may have, but I don't remember. So I should probably reread this. The next one is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I got and read this while I was in London, and I actually remember waiting in a train station to meet up with somebody and reading this, and just sitting at one of the tables reading it, and I was completely lost to the outside world during it. The person I was meeting walked up, and I didn't notice until she said something, and I was like, oh, hi, and this is the book. It's really good. It's so fascinating, so good to read, and I really liked it. It was so good. The next ones come in a pair, just because they are two of the same series, and it's The Program and The Treatment by Suzanne Young. The Program was one of those books that I saw in the bookstore a million times. I would see it all the time, and I was like, oh, I need to read that. That looks so cool. I love the cover of it. It looks so fascinating. And I read the back, and I was like, that's awesome. I need to read that. And I kept putting it on my list, but I was never confident enough to go and just grab it. But for a long time, I just didn't grab it because I either kept forgetting or I was like, oh, I'll just get it next time. But I finally got it, and I love it. It's so good. Did I read this in 2017? I think I reread it this year. Next is The Handmaid's Tale, and this copy is all beaten up. I bought it on Thrift Books because obviously the new Hulu show is very much talked about, as it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, watch it because it's amazing. I mean, I even got my mom to watch it. She loves it. She's going to read this, and she does not read a lot. So I had to get the book. I had to get the book and read it, and it's so good. It's so good, and it's amazing how much the show translated. It translated so well. I feel like they hit every part of this book. It's On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. She's amazing. I love her books. I love her acting. I think she's so fun. Her videos are amazing. I was 2 copies away from getting the purple page edition, and I'm so mad that I missed it. I'm so mad that I missed it. But I went to see her on the Addams Family tour, UK tour. It was so good. So good. The next one, which is the most recent one I've read, is Still Life with Tornado by A.S. King. I did a review of this on my blog. You can find the link below. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. It's about a girl named Sarah, who's 16, who meets other versions of herself. So she meets like a 23-year-old version, a 40-year-old version, a 10-year-old version of herself. She meets all of these people, and they're like real. Other people can see them. Her family can see them. And it's so interesting. I don't fully understand how it's possible in this book, but it doesn't really need to be, because I didn't really think about it until later on. The next one is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, and I've done a review of this as well. I read it in London, did a review of it. Very, very good. The next one is Frozen Charlotte by Alex Bell. Loved this. I absolutely loved this book. Surprisingly, for someone who loves horror films, I don't read a lot of horror books, but this was so good. It was very chilling, so fascinating. I loved reading it. The next one I read was Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. My friend recommended this book to me earlier this year, and I'd forgotten about it until I saw pictures from it online, until I saw little sections from it online, and they're little spouts of like poetry with some illustration, and it's so good. Like, it's absolutely amazing. A little heartbreaking, but beautiful and poetic and just so good to read. I need to reread it because it's so magical. So good. Recommend it. And the final book, which I am currently reading right now, is Evermore by Alison Noel. I've read this before. I've read the entire series before, and up until about last week, I had only one of the books. I had only the last book. But I can't remember what it's about. Not even a little bit. So I have decided to reread it, and this is the first one. I'm almost done. I'm very close to done. I read like 8 chapters last night because I couldn't put it down. So I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Like, I'm enjoying it's an enjoyable read. That's it. That's all the books. That's like 13 books. That's not a lot. That's really sad. And I know that it's not all of the books I've read. I don't even remember all the books I've read. But I'm really upset that that's not more. I should have a whole 30 books. I should have 30 books here in front of me. I don't. I have 13. That's horrible. That's not even half of my goal. So thank you for watching. I hope that you're enjoying my 12 days of Christmas. Not every day is Christmassy. I want to have some variety here. And if you are enjoying it, do subscribe because there's going to be more coming. Anyway, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Goodbye.